tell us about what it's like to be a senior woman within the U.S. government, within the State Department, and what is the compare and contrast between public and private sector in the United States as opposed to France?
Oh, that's interesting. I had, in my previous life, as you said, been in the White House, but coming to the State Department, I was in the private sector. I always thought, though, it was the combination of those skills that really helped me as an ambassador. But one of the things that was very important that I saw, because we did go through, as I talked about, we had huge amounts of terrorism. And when I was going to France, interestingly, I thought it was going to be about trade, finance, and culture. And it turned out to be counterterrorism and military. But what I came away with was a huge respect for the institutions, for the institution of the State Department, and for the importance of embassies. And one of the things that does upset me right now is I see some of these amazing career diplomats leaving the State Department. I also gave a speech at Georgetown Foreign Service a little while ago, and they told me young people taking the Foreign Service exam is down about 50%. We need people like that. We need people like that in our government, and we need people like that working for the United States in this world. And
give us a sense of the intellectual capital, as it were, that's being lost. Because when you have these seasoned diplomats who have been there for their careers and they leave, what replaces it?
Well, that's the problem. And my worry is this could be something, a loss for generations, decades and generations, because many of the people that are leaving, as you say, have historical knowledge. They have relationships. Many of these people have, came to the State Department right out of college or graduate school. They've worked there for 25 or 30 years. They've developed relationships and people and huge amounts of respect. That is going to be terribly hard to rebuild.
Talking about talent, how many high qualified, talented people are you seeing among the Democrats now that we're headed to the midterm elections?
Oh, that's an interesting question. I've been focusing particularly on some of the House races, and what's interesting to me there is so many talented people, but especially today, so many talented women. I think in so many districts that Democrats have, particularly suburban districts, where you're getting independent voters and where women are being energized and women are coming out to vote, women are running as candidates, and women that care about issues like climate, that care about issues like gun control. If you look at the map where I think the swing districts probably will be, my guess is they'll be in the suburbs, and they'll be with strong women candidates. And many of the women candidates that I know are women candidates that have served in the military. There's a woman running in the Midwest who did two tours in Iraq, who I just spoke to last week. It's a very, very impressive group of candidates led by women.